Technology. Oh, there you go. I mean, hey, you only get one shot. You only get one take. It's all right. Well, they do still do Cash Explosion. What do you know? I forgot that show even existed. Freaking lottery. People desperate. Oh, don't wait. We're live. Never mind. Hello, everybody, and welcome once again back to the Super Reliable Studios, this special Tuesday Eve watch-along stream where we are gathered here tonight to bring you in to NXT. Welcome to the discussion, welcome to the conversation, welcome to the live reactions. For those that don't know, I'm Noah Foster with the Rage of Wrestling. Walter Cruz. Want to say yeah real quick to Boss Man on No DQ and Rift. Please go finish watching the No DQ review, folks. We'll be getting ready here shortly as we look towards the destiny and the demise, possibly, of Chase University. We've got some Iron Survivor challenges and Tony D in action as well, as the Black and Silver will take the airways here in about 3 minutes. And yes, I did just say that. Before I say anything else, Walter, good to see you. I'm trying to remember how this works, considering it's been a while since I've been back in this seat, too. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm tired, but what else is new? By the way, for those that don't know, again, please like, comment, tell a friend. It's your passion, your dedication, your views, your constant investment that encourages us to keep this going, keeping you tuned across all the biggest shows and unique moments across all things wrestling. Shout out to W fam, including but not limited to WWE, NXT, Ring of Honor, TNA, AEW, Independence, UFC, box and prize fighting, and mixed martial arts, and so much more. We'll talk more about that during one of the commercial breaks. Again, we're still on the 5-minute mark, but I'll say my phrase later. Well, Walter, this is unique because this is JJ's brand, but here we are about to stand witness towards maybe the demise of a foundation of his brand, Chase University. Tonight, it might die, finally. But it also might have its Rudy moment, and you might have your ultimate sweet, sweet victory. For those that are enrolled in Chase University, again, I feel sorry for you. But either way, this is Rich Holland saying that Chase U is dead, and tonight, if he beats Andre Chase once again, once and for all, there will be no denying it.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna disband, mainly because honestly, I don't see the individual people surviving without JCU. I feel like it's a niche thing that's for NXT, and if they go, it won't survive on the main roster. It won't survive anything, and most of them probably end up being in catering, unless we get the proverbial that nobody wants, that everybody thinks is gonna have to the Theo heel turn
Here
that
we go.
that what
Trying
causes
to
it.
endorse Arlene's mad booking, trying to talk about Arlene going heel. You're just trying to raise JJ's iron. He's not here yet.
I
Anyway.
know his blood pressure would go completely up, but
Oh, I'm sure it's already been up. The fact that we're just starting this now, and the fact that again Chase U might literally end tonight, I'm sure he would have a conniption worse than
mhm.
defending his honor of holidays. Matt Helms, good to see you in the chat as we are literally just under a minute away. And again, folks, this is NXT. We got some Iron Survivor challenges matches tonight, qualifiers for the women. Zara will be taking on Win Sinclair, while Stephanie Vakia will be taking on, sorry, bro, Jada Parker. And I think Jada's
I
about to get
know.
wasted by La Primera.
Yeah. Um, I know.
Yeah, it's tiring.
She's a sacrificial lamb, but we got to get to there. But yeah, we got
But it's a
quite a
matter
few
of,
of them.
it's experience versus recognition. Why Win Sinclair has finally been making a name for herself in NXT, Stephanie Valkyrie has been a well-known established name across the entire wrestling scene. First signed WWE superstar from Chile, might I add. Of course, also defined down in Mexico. And Safety, good to see you. Daniel, good to see you. We're just waiting for NXT to start here because streaming sucks.
She's
And
a
AEW up the
mamacita in her
screen.
own right.
Well, that's a whole different conversation. There we go. Finally got something. For we always talk about what has happened then, but here we live in the now. And as far as the wrestling industry goes, truly it is forever. And we're all going to endure it, embrace it, react, and critique it together.
You just got
Walter,
together.
let's get right into it. Here we go.
I got the big WWE symbol right now, but nothing.
Wait a
There
minute.
we go. Live shot.
And they are live,
Orlando,
of
Florida.
course, in beautiful Orlando, Florida, the home turf of NXT. The black and silver taking the airways officially on our screens and our voices through your feeds. Welcome, everybody, inside the NXT arena. Welcome to Super Reliable Studios. This is where we, of course, bring you in to all the watch-alongs that we do here. And this is a very special watch-along night as you see Chase University's rally full display in the audience tonight, where it might be the last time you see that letter on your screen in the black and red.
Hopefully not, at least for JJ's sake. Oh, I should have wore black and red, which you are. And appropriately, you're dressed like a funeral, so this might be the end.
I'm ready to accept what could be the fate of Chase U. Deadline may be next month, but I think Chase U's deadline might be met tonight, and it will flatline if Rich Holland has his way.
We'll have to see. Ooh,
but as we wait towards that, let's go ahead and get our first Iron Survivor Challenge qualifier underway. And it's not for the women, it's for the men, because we also have Nathan Frazier looking to punch his ticket in. And of course, the one half of our NXT Tag Team Champions. Brando, the Gaming Championship, good to see you again, folks. Welcome into the stream. Hope you enjoy our reactions, commentary, coverage. Please like, subscribe, comment, and tell a friend. Please support my friends. PayPal links in the description down below. Gallus boys are top! And again, if you want to dictate the conversation, Super Chat or PayPal, it's as simple as that.
I wonder if this leads to the breakup of Axiom and his team. Like, would this finally be the breakup now?
Well, is the breakup more likely to happen if he qualifies or if he doesn't qualify? Because at the end of the day, either way, Nathan Frazier is still one half of our NXT Tag Team Champions. And when it comes to the gold, Axiom and Nathan Frazier have completed the task each and every time. But tonight's not about the gold. Tonight's about a golden opportunity for one of these two men. And you see Axiom supporting Nathan Frazier as they make their way to the ring.
Wasn't earlier this year Frazier jealous that Axiom was trying to go after the cup? Like, and trying to become single stuff, and he was telling him he needs to focus on the tag title?
Exactly. And of course, you see OTM, Brock and Neiman, Lucy and Price watching on. It was last week where Ava Rain asked the tag team division, step up and show me something. We have the tag team division on full display here tonight. There you see Hank and Tank. We saw the Gallus boys backstage. And of course, a Donnybrook broke out last week at the end of NXT, including with Tony D and the family. Tony D to be in action later tonight.
There we go. Eddie Thor. I love his entrance. This dude reminds me of Nightwolf from Mortal Kombat. I don't know why.
I think it has something to do with that Native American heritage he's showing off, but he also is trying to pump it up. He's not spinning needles on records tonight, though, but he's looking to punch his ticket towards the Iron Survivor Challenge. Of course, for those that don't know, the Iron Survivor Challenge is a special original from NXT. It will take place next month at Deadline, which we will cover here at the Simply Reliable Studios. 5 men will have 25 minutes to punch their ticket towards an NXT Championship opportunity, and we're still defining that field tonight. It's either going to be Eddie Thorpe or Nathan Frazier joining the fray. The Wolves are out tonight.
No, I think Thorpe might pull this out because I think Frazier needs to focus on the tag division.
Well, again, where is Frazier's focus? And there you see Tony D's family watching on as well. Bell Reigns, we are officially underway. It is red decked out here tonight in the black and gray. Eddie Thorpe, Nathan Frazier, Iron Survivor qualifying match. Our first match underway here tonight on NXT.
You don't realize how many tag teams there are until just now. Like, geez, look how many are in the audience now.
Is it wrong to say that NXT right now looks like it has more tag teams than both the Raw and SmackDown rosters individually?
Exactly.
Shout out
it's
to
not
Big
wrong
Joseph.
at all.
Shout out to Big Joseph, Booker T, Sheriff Schreiber, and Mike Rome, the correspondents of NXT. Of course, we are happy to bring you guys our corresponding coverage tonight here for NXT. Whoa! And for a big super kid, Eddie Thorpe gets out of the way. Eddie Thorpe, of course, former student, Katsuri Shibata, NJPW Dojo, the former Carl Fredericks. And of course, coming off a feud against Lexus King after his hand was smashed with a cane. Massive takedown there by Eddie Thorpe. His power right now taking advantage of Nathan Frazier, keeping him locked down in the middle of the ring. Now going for the front face lock.
Funny thing, Thorpe doesn't look like that big of a man, but compared to Frazier, he kind of towers him.
I mean, David Frazier, though, for what it's worth, he doesn't have to be a big, powerful man. He has to be a more resourceful man. Considering this guy is a student of one Seth freaking Rollins, I expect David Frazier to use his speed and use his mental thinking to gain the advantage against Eddie Thorpe there. Great kick.
Man, he can give Braun Baker run for money how quick he's running off the ropes.
I mean, again, 33 miles is pretty damn hard to beat. Eat your heart out of the same bolt. David Frazier right now trapping the arm of Eddie Thorpe down here in the middle of the ring. Again, the entire tag team division. There's that other team that recently came in. But he's got to stay focused here. And you talked about the focus of Nathan Frazier. How much is this distracting Nathan Frazier right now, knowing that every tag team is not only watching the tag team champions on display in action, one half of them, but also the fact that Nathan Frazier right now, he might have more to worry about than just the other men in the Iron Survivor Challenge. Whoa!
Yeah, that's on the back of his mind, and it's very distracting. The fact that there's 5, 6 tag teams just sitting out there.
And again, still the kind of night, Andre Chase with Rich Holland, NXT Championship #1 contender match as well. And if Andre Chase loses, Chase U must separate forever. That's Thea Hell, Duke Hudson, and Riley Osborne. They will no longer be a university.
And it'll be a sad day for JJ.
And Rich Holland will be officially the #1 contender for the NXT Championship. But if Andre Chase wins, then it's Andre Chase versus Trick Williams for the NXT Championship.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, right? Great agility here by David Frazier right now. And face first goes Eddie Thorpe in the second turnbuckle. And David Frazier has regained control of this Iron Survivor qualifier.
Ooh, I thought that was a spot they were going to go to commercial. They played me.
Nah, otherwise I would say my phrase. We're definitely over the mark. And trust me, and commentators, if you don't know by now, you'll know exactly what I stand for here when it comes to this commentary network. Nice snap there. And David Frazier looks to go with the cover. Hook of the leg. Is enough here? Gets a 2 count. But this just shows you how much this means to both Eddie Thorpe and Nathan Frazier.
It should mean everything to every superstar. Think about what Iron Survivor has done to launch the careers of previous winners.
And, of course, this will be the third Iron Survivor match. Looking to punch his ticket like a press and a 2 counts.
Look what it did just for the current champ with Trick Williams. It would put him on the map.
Trick Williams, of course, who won last year's Iron Survivor Challenge, to your point, in the last 3 minutes with a bigger comeback than LeBron James on the freaking Cleveland Cavaliers. There you see Gallus now come into the stage, distracting Nathan Frazier. And a schoolboy, Eddie Thorpe, looking to take advantage. Nearly punched his ticket at deadline. Sunset flip, roll through. Eddie Thorpe again, looking for the kick. Nathan Frazier scouting it, though. Hook of the leg, 2. No.
I can't wait to find out who's going to be in that Iron Survivor Challenge.
Yeah, for both fields, as both men collide in the middle of the ring.
This year is really up in the air with it. Like, I really feel like it can be anyone this year.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold that thought, Walter. These tag teams are getting a little too close here. We're about to have a tag team turmoil brawl. Stay tuned, folks. And fuck television. We're on a full commercial break.
There we go.
Yeah, by the way, if you all agree, let your voices be known in the chat. Well, again, Walter, I mean, to your point, it's one of those things where you look at the history of the Iron Survivor Challenge. We talk about the very first one where Grayson Waller, he won in the end. We talk about the first female Iron Survivor Challenge winner, Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, who went on to continue fulfilling the promise of how great she is for the business. Still to this day, the most effective champion in all of WWE, especially for women. Don't at me. Do better, Nia Jackson, Liv Morgan, make me care more. And, of course, last year at the Iron Survivor Challenge, it was Blair Davenport that outlasted the field. But Last Legend, she was the breakout star because she had the strongest performance.
Yeah. It's done so much breaking the breakout performances. And Iron Survivor so far everybody can get the title.
Well, I mean, that's what's on the line at the end of the day. A golden opportunity for either the NXT Women's or the NXT Championship. And remember, tonight, folks, Andre Chase and Rich Holland is also a #1 contenders match for the NXT Championship. The winner will face Trick Williams at deadline.
I wonder if it'll get like the Money in the Bank representation, like everybody who's winning is going to be champion eventually, or are they going to break that?
I'm pretty sure they already did. Blair Davenport had her chance.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She didn't win it.
Trick Williams, he had his chance. He failed. And, of course, that was the breakup of Trick Mello game where Trick Williams got to stand deliver and finally overcome the Dragunov at Spring Breakin', only to lose the championship, only go for pace, not even be involved in the decision back at Heatwave, only to regain it on the CW premiere of NXT. And now Trick Willie is Trick two-time NXT champion.
Yeah, I got my times mixed up. He won the title, but not with the shot of Iron Survivor. He won it after regaining two different opportunities.
That the only one that actually was able to win the championship after winning the Survivor Challenge was Roxanne Perez. She beat Mandy Rose.
And with the women, the fact that Julia and Stephanie might be involved, like, how the hell do you pick between those two? Like, this is a toss up. Like,
you also add Zarya to the mix, and again, Zarya is going to face Wen Sinclair to punch her ticket into the Iron Survivor Challenge. You might be dealing with an international field of all-stars in women's wrestling, duking it out for 25 minutes to see who faces Roxanne Perez. And Roxanne won't have any backup here or insurance policy because Cora Jade lost last week. And to your point, we know for the women, so Ruka qualified, snatching Cora Jade.
And the fact that if those three get in, the three you just mentioned, they're all undefeated in NXT so far. So it's like, what the hell?
Well, Julia lost to Roxanne thanks to Cora Jade back at the CW premiere in Chicago.
Yeah. Jesus
and we are
Christ.
back here. Speaking of which, in NXT, the tag team division now has taken ringside by storm. Again, it is Eddie Thorpe, David Frazier, Iron Survivor qualifying match. And right now, you see the abdominal stretch being applied by Eddie Thorpe. Of course, we have OTM. We got Hank and Tank, TNT. We got Gallus Boys on top. We got the Tony D family. The entire NXT tag team division is at ringside, knowing that the NXT tag team championships not only want to have an action, but literally in the building. Nice trip up there by Nathan Frazier, looking to take advantage, using his speed. The springboard. Eddie Thorpe get out of the way, though. And off the top, coming up, looking for that reverse DDT. And a running shooting star press isn't enough to punch his way to Delano.
That is a beautiful combination move. We would just 3 back-to-back high-impact moves in a matter of what? 20 seconds? Maybe less?
Picture perfect execution, but still not enough to put down Eddie Thorpe and punch his ticket to deadline. And think about this. If Nathan Frazier goes to deadline, that has to suspend any challengers for the NXT Tag Team Championships.
While we got a second, we can bring in JJ, who's here fresh off the No DQ review. How you doing today, JJ?
And make sure that the man speaks. We got we got also, oh God! No Quarter Catch crew has now entered the building. Massive superplex though. Eddie Thorpe looking at David Frazier. Brain Buster! Left over cover. No! Just barely did Frazier survive that.
What's going on the outside here?
We got a lot of combustible elements here right now. We got to focus on the inside here. Again, it's about Nathan Frazier's opportunity. It's about Nathan Frazier and Eddie Thorpe punching their ticket to deadline.
Yeah, but how can they be focused?
Oh, no!
Frazier's partner is involved in this brawl. Is he going to come to his rescue or focus on his singles match here?
Well, right now, Booker T and Vic Joseph might want to get out of the damn building. And Nathan Frazier to your points! Wiping out the entire field, flying off the top.
I think that was about 7 men he just took out.
Call it whatever you want. I call it a strike. And this match is still going on, by the way, because neither man has got physically involved with anybody else.
Nope. The 2 competitors in the match haven't been touched.
What the hell?
What was that for, Thor?
I don't know. Front face lock, David Frazier looking to take advantage. Copy kick, Enziguri. JJ, good to see you, by the way. I'll talk to you after this match is over. Turn it around with the neck breaker. And right now, David Frazier might be looking to soar like a phoenix with a phoenix splash.
There we go. Oh! He hit that on his face.
Oh! Nathan Frazier has punched his ticket to deadline.
What was that? He kind of hit him on the face instead of his chest.
Yeah, that was poor execution. Like Saya Kamatani broke Tem Nakano's face at one point. Excuse me, Mina Shirakawa. But that don't matter. David Frazier won, but there's still a tag team brawl on the outside. We now know our field for the men includes Javon Evans, Wesley, and Nathan Frazier. 2 more spots to fill. But right now, we need to get everybody out here, including security.
That's 3 high flyers. What is the crowd cheering that they have to mute it
Fuck
here?
television. Well, I'm going to shut up now and let JJ take over this next segment.
Yeah, we got to pause, though. When Andre Chase gets on the screen, we'll unpause. JJ will let us know, and then we'll all be in sync.
Sounds good to me. What's going on, gentlemen?
Good to see you.
Good to be seen. Now that the No DQ review is over.
You know what else is good to see? That sea of Chase U shirts there.
You all are on fracking believable.
All right, there's Andre Chase.
All right.
That's right. That's right.
Created an MVP. Getting a highlight package of everything Chase U
Yep.
did. There's the calendars that none of us could ever
Yep.
get. This crap is always sold out.
Ah,
They never restock it, and bots bought all these calendars trying to sell them on
Sold out
eBay for like
twice.
3 times. Yeah, twice.
it's amazing what people spend their money on.
Hey,
Like,
you give
seriously, Noah, how can you watch this package and all the good Chase U has done and still hate on it? Seriously, bro.
I'm getting a bad feeling because of how great this package is. This better not be a goodbye package. Andre saying now he'll be damned if he's gonna let anything or anyone take away his family.
Staple in the NXT universe.
He's not lying. Stop him when he's still alive.
For real.
Well, it's still, that might have been literally his swan song. Because again, tonight for the NXT Championship contendership, it's Rich Hahn, Andre Chase. And if Rich wins, Andre Chase and Chase U must disband. Via Hell, Duke Hudson, Riley Ospreay, and Andre Chase will no longer be a university. Chase U will truly be dead. And we'll find out tonight what that fate will be.
I
All
agree
right.
with Daniel. They should have had my Sacrifice by Creed playing in that package.
How dare you?
Oh yeah, right. That would have been good.
Well, from one thing that pisses me off to another thing that pisses me off, but I will not argue with her talent because this is the moment where, Walter, you might see one of your favorites get wasted. Time for a Women's Iron Survivor qualifier with Jada Parker.
Nothing
Dude,
will
I-
ever piss me off.
I
when she's
like
on
me
screen.
some Jada Parker now, but she might die tonight getting in the ring with Stephanie Vaquer.
I agree.
Stephanie Vaquer, Jada Parker, one of these two women will punch their ticket to deadline. Iron Survivor Challenge qualifying match is next on NXT. Fuck television.
I love that little dance. Everything about her is just.
All right. Well, that being said, we got a moment to breathe real quick. We finally got the man who truly this is his brand. But again, I will deem NXT far better than anything main roster WWE's given me. So there's that. Emmanuel, Matthew, good to see you. Tamatonga, even if that is your real name. That nice. Yeah. It must be a Yuka Sakasaki fan. JJ, again, good to see you. Of course, we didn't talk much, but honestly, if anyone's going to try and preach the gospel of Chase University better than Andre Chase just did a moment ago, it's you that will literally ride and die on that heel tonight. And what I imagine is going to be the main event. So while we got a commercial break, because fuck television, go ahead and talk to us what Chase U has meant to you and what you hope to see tonight could be the sweetest victory for the professor of Chase University.
Obviously, I hope that Andre Chase can pick up the victory, but it's like everything that Mr. Chase was saying in that video package is 100% fact. Like, Chase University has made people feel like they belong. I know that I've only known you guys a short amount of time. The only person that y'all can even confirm what I'm about to say with is Stat Boy Mike, because I've known him for almost 30 years now, going back to my college days. I was a complete and utter misfit in college. I would sign up for classes every year. I'd go to classes for maybe the first couple weeks, month tops, and then I'd start ditching my classes. I'd spend my time in the game room. I pledged fraternities. I was a big brother to a sorority. I indulged in the extracurriculars that college had to offer without focusing on the reason you're actually there. That's why I find it so hilarious that a university gimmick has made me as joyful as it does. I was essentially a college dropout. It was a matter of you either go to class or you get a job. And I felt like going to school was better than trying to find a job at the time. So I did what I had to do. And then I tune in to NXT 2.0, the Rainbow Bright era, the era that made you disassociate and turn your back on the NXT product. And I'm greeted by Andre Chase, who just wants to try to hype and motivate his students. And I'm introduced to Thea, the Spitfire that just will not die. Like, if you made a female version of Spike Dudley, it's Thea Hale. She is that eternal underdog, but she has got that fire in her. And you just can't help but smile when you watch her get riled up. Because you believe that she feels it. Then you got Duke Hudson, the big man, the enforcer. You know, your Arn Anderson of the stable, your ride or die that'll do anything for you. You get sucked in to the words that Andre Chase speaks to you. It captivates and it made me feel something to the point where I consider myself a Chase University student, an alumni, because I believe so much in what Professor Chase has taught. It truly is do or die tonight. And if that video package is its eulogy, if you will, goddamn if that wasn't the best fucking eulogy I've ever seen. But if anything, it just planted the seed even more for me that I believe, yes, and Joe Hendry, but I believe Andre Chase can do it tonight because it showed all the obstacles they've overcome.
All right. That's fair. Well, speaking of
I want
overcoming
you to
obstacles,
answer my question, though. How can you watch that video package and not be a fan of Chase University? Like, if I was trying to get somebody in, I would show them and how can you watch that hype and still be like, fuck Chase. I hope they die.
I'll answer that here in a moment when you talk about finding where you belong, but also finding yourself as you got this video package for the beautiful and setting of the beautiful madness that is Julia, the former World of Stardom champion, as she talks about how she has accustomed her ways here in America, but we're also learning how mean, violent, and powerful she is, how she bridged the world of Japanese professional wrestling fans and the current WWE westernized audience. A beautiful madness being a mixture of chaos and creativity that sums up who she is as a person and what she hopes to be in NXT, and hopefully a future NXT Women's Champion. But I will give you Chase University this. It has carved its own history, its own path. It has certainly had its achievements, and it's had its downfalls. It's had its comebacks, and it's had its fail safes. It's also had its toxic intrusions, but it also had bright up and coming moments. And we'll see soon enough if Chase University can capture the glory one last time in what has to be all or nothing, as we're backstage with Kalani Jordan and that guy and Stevie Turner. Oh. All right. Well, Kalani Jordan already looking past the NXT Women's North American Championship, looking to punch her ticket at deadline, try to take on Julia, test herself as a former champion, and see if she makes way to deadline. I like that fire.
So do I. You know who I'd like to see in a qualifying match for deadline?
Who?
Jordan Grace.
I was thinking about that when we were talking about the people who qualified so far and who could still qualify, because we, of course, watched what happened at NXT in the ECW Arena, as we get words now from Stephanie Vacchia.
I did mention that some TNA people should be involved in this. I hold up one finger because I'm La Primera, the first.
First and the best, La Primera, the luchadora, born in Chile, defined in Mexico, and CML, former NJPW Strong Women's Champion, who took that title off Julia, and now for the first time ever goes one-on-one with Jada Parker. And to your point, Walter, Stephanie Vacchia is undefeated and has a pinfall victory on Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jada, I love you, but you're a sacrificial lamb tonight.
Hey, but what does that do to Jada Parker's career if she can defeat Stephanie Vacchia?
I mean, weirder things have happened in your NXT, and you could, of course, speak to the history in and out of Chase University. I mean, hell, there's a reason why that freaking university sold a calendar that was rated anything but PG. Jada Parker right now working the arm.
It was PG.
Right.
Oh, it was G. There was nothing naughty in that calendar, Noah.
Yeah. I still say it
like
has
a swimsuit. That's the worst you got. Hell, these women on the screen are basically wearing swimsuits.
One's wearing more so than the other, but that's a whole different conversation.
Okay, but my point being, it's not that much different than their ring gear.
All right. Well, either way, people will buy whatever.
The calendar's rated PG. What people did after they got to the calendar.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
And this is why the world needs to.
But back to the match at hand, Stephanie Vacchia is the type of talent you don't want to squander into an Iron Survivor match. She's somebody that you could have in a featured match on the show, whereas Jada Parker benefits off of something like that.
Oh, look at this, a modified submission. Double leg Nelson. You're a clutch and a 2 counts.
Woo!
Bridging back, trapping Jada Parker. And of course, we're also talking about NXT reaching their deadline. We'll see who reaches their deadline when the clock hits 0. When we, of course, cover the Royal Rumble for the first time ever in February, Saturday, February 1st from Indianapolis. And yes, folks, that is part of the most ridiculous watch-along schedule we've ever created in the history of our YouTube family community, Defiance.
I think that's why they're not doing it in January. January is such a cluster already. They're like, whoa.
Yeah, right?
Whoa.
Baby armbar
We've got an entire week, basically, of Japanese content.
Hi.
With Dynamite Fight for the Fallen thrown in there, with the Raw premiere of Netflix thrown in there, that it's like, we can deal with no PLE that month.
I'm not sure if Stephanie Vacchia could deal with that bat break over the knee as Jada Parker looks for feeling in her arm. Now throwing Stephanie very awkwardly in the corner, looking to set. Oh, no.
I know what's coming here. I know what I'm about to. I got to work on my resume. I'm about to apply to be a cameraman in WWE. Just assign me to NXT.
Jada Parker having a seat on Stephanie Vacchia's torso, but still trying to find feeling back in that right arm.
Walter wishing he was Stephanie Vacchia at this point.
Right.
Jada Parker punched her ticket against La Primera. Stay tuned. Fuck television. This qualifier continues. But I understand what you mean when it comes to that idea of, a wild moment. I mean, weirder things have happened, like I said, in your NXT. And right now, I would say NXT is definitely a field of experience and the hungry. Amaya Kalani Jordan looking to take on Julia, but I think she's going to get a G trigger for her troubles. Standing Valkyria La Primera, former CMLL Women's World Champion, Women's Tag Team Champion, very strong Women's Champion. I think standing Valkyria La Primera, the Dark Angel, they're calling her NXT, whatever that means. I think that she has a huge opportunity here. You talk about squander. I think it's one of those things to expose and challenge. Again, when it comes to WWE, what does it mean if you've done beforehand when it comes to their philosophy? Nothing. The fact they actually acknowledge history, though, thank you, Triple H, it respects professional wrestling. But in WWE, you're basically a clean slate. So with Stephanie, Julia, Zarya potentially being part of the field with Soruka and insert name here, hopefully Jordan Grace, you could have one of the most definitive women five-ways we've ever seen under the letters WWE.
Absolutely. And, you know, with the rumors of Jordan Grace's contract being up at the beginning of next year, you know, she's obviously been working NXT for the better part of 2024, going back to May and Battleground. I could definitely see her in Iron Survivor as a way to kind of ease the transition of her from TNA superstar to WWE superstar.
There you go. She was already in the Royal Rumble, so I mean, it just feels like the next way to go at this point. But then again,
Absolutely.
Lord knows the women's division on the main roster needs some friggin' reinvention. But that's a whole different conversation. That being said, of course, we still have so much more to come tonight. We know that Tony D will take on Brooks Jensen in a non-title match, where clearly Brooks Jensen and Sean Spears have their eyes on the family's prize, the NXT North American Championship. And we also, of course, still have Zarya, as we were talking about earlier, going one-on-one with no quarter catch crews, Win Sinclair.
I know one thing: the Iron Survivor is going to be a launch pad to whoever wins it.
Yeah, and so Ruka, she's going to be in for the fight and the test of her life. And again, for those that don't know how an Iron Survivor Challenge match works, it is a field of 5, and it literally goes up to 25 minutes. For the first 5 minutes, you will have 2 competitors start initially. Pinfall decisions can count via pinfall, count out, or submission. If you are caught in a decision, you are trapped in a penalty box for 2 minutes. One of these 5 competitors will only have 5 minutes total to either make the score or break the score. We saw what Trick Willie did last year, giving a bigger comment than LeBron James did with the Cavaliers, getting 4 straight pinfalls in less than 3 minutes, pinning the entire field before the buzzer hit. I still can't fucking believe that happened.
Me neither.
Good old Jan Jeff Meacham freaking passed out from that. And of course, we were talking about the history of the winners of the Iron Survivor Challenge. And of course, Trick Willie, Trick Williams, Grayson Waller, Roxanne Perez, and Blair Davenport. Only one of those Iron Survivor winners was able to capitalize on that opportunity and become the champion. And we are back here on NXT.
For each, you know, the men and the women, because Roxanne was able to capitalize on hers as well.
Exactly. Jada Parker trying to come out the backstabber. Gets a 2 count here. As of course, we have Cinderella Kiera and Jada Parker. Iron Survivor qualifying match as NXT is back underway. You got a sea of the red with the black and silver tonight as Chase U might literally be on their last stand. Take a look at the replay here at this backstabber by Jada Parker.
Sub-Zero versus Reptile over here with the green and the blue. These two.
Well, I mean, I don't know if Jada Parker can handle Mortal Kombat because she rarely can cheat her way through a Grand Theft Auto match. But I will give Jada Parker credit. She's proven she can be hardcore, being, of course, Little Vice. Sorry, Walter. Back at NXT in the ECW arena in a hardcore match. Up and over, face first. Jada with the cover. 2 counts. If one thing's for sure, JJ, to your point, Jada Parker has proven that she's willing to hang and challenge the best of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Jada Parker is trying to make a name for herself, and she has done a great job this past year establishing herself.
With wins
I like
over the
this
likes,
submission move, tell you that much.
hyperextending the arms and pressing down her body weight on the back of La Primera. It's excruciating no matter how much of a gymnastic background you may have. Of course, Jada Parker, a former volleyball player, it was a leg injury that dashed her dreams of making it to the big leagues. And that's what decided to make her become a WWE superstar, to take on this challenge. Of course, we talked about before how NXT finds the best they can, not in wrestling necessarily only, but pure premier athletes. Jada Parker and Stephanie Bakura right now. Oh, the clubbing shot. Drops Stephanie to her knees. Now going for the chin lock. And again, we got to look at that right shoulder and think about how much damage has been done in this match so far and how much pressure Jada Parker is actually applying in this hold.
She's got it right under the chin, which is basically a choke, which the referee should be checking.
The women in NXT, their own war zone being defined here on two sides. Of course, the women of WWE will soon be locked in combat inside War Games. Of course, we'll cover here November 30th. Eat defeat by Stephanie Bakura. Not sure they got all of it, though.
I don't know. It seemed like she didn't get all of it.
Of course, both women right now have taken a lot of each other in this match and going for the knees in the corner and connect.
She got all of that.
In the driver's seat, bringing Jada Parker back towards center. Again, the 1-of-1, now trapping the head. Uh-oh. No! Jeez! Dribbling that head. Authoritating her opponent. Into the cover, goes Stephanie, hook up both legs, enough in 2.5.
Damn, I'm jealous.
A little bit of frustration there on Stephanie Bakura's face, JJ.
Most definitely.
But again, if you want to get to deadline, you got to win here tonight. There is no second chance. Cora Jade knows that firsthand. Jada Parker reversing here, hoisting up Stephanie. Falcon Arrow!
Nice.
Look at the near leg, trap both legs, cross cutter, and a kick out 2.
Man, look at that sea of red and black. NXT went from silver to red and black tonight.
I feel like I'm in Bizarro World.
It's a shame that it takes them.
Call.
Yeah, it's a shame that it takes them.
Arms.
Why they gotta put Chase on the line
Stephanie, counter!
This sea of audience here.
Uh-oh, Stephanie looking to lock up Jada Parker. Jada fine bat, though. Knee to the midsection.
Oh, that hurt.
Face
that hurt
first.
worse.
And we've seen this before. Jada. Oh, wait a minute.
Is Lola Vice coming out?
Uh-oh.
Let me see that!
Oh, boy. And look at what she's got in her hand. That brick that was defining difference back at ECW. Super kick by Stephanie Bakura taking advantage, though. Now looking to lock up Jada Parker. Uh-oh.
Holy hell. That's some strength.
Package. Wasted. Stephanie Bakura's going to deadline.
This is the rivalry that won't end. What is this going to be? Another best of 7 like Carmelo and Andrade with these two?
Well, I mean, when you throw a brick in a woman's face, all bets are off. What a match, though, by Jada Parker here, JJ. Stephanie Bakura has punched her ticket to deadline here. Here was the closing moments, folks. Jada Parker looking for that Kip Tonic, immediately distracted by a former foe she thought she vanquished, thanks to a brick to the face in Lola Vice, bringing that symbol of her destruction tonight as Lola's revenge. And Stephanie Ushi packaged over the knee. Jada Parker wasted.
Why would you allow yourself to get distracted like that just by Lola showing up? All she had was a break. Do what you got to do and then deal with her.
December 7th is going to be quite a night, JJ, for NXT. It's their final stop of the year. Deadline awaits for Soruka and Stephanie Bakura. Who will join them?
We will find out in the coming weeks. But right now, backstage, Dion Lennox and Brindley Reese. And Brindley Reese is another one. Like, look at the fire and the energy with her. Reminds me of Thea.
We've also seen Brindley Reese and Carly Bright cross the line, of course, in TNA and tag team action against the likes of Zaya Brookside.
Reese is also my wife's last name.
Mixed tag team action still to come later tonight as we welcome the dawn of NXT now. Tony D'Angelo, escorted by Rizzo.
Yeah, Rizzo's been having her own issues here lately with the lioness, Nikita Lyons.
Yeah, we gotta wonder though. Again, it was Nikita Lyons that took out Adriana Riddle, but why would she target her?
Why not? When you are a lion, you've got to dominate. You've got to establish yourself with the pride.
Market
Rizzo,
territory.
to somebody like Nikita, looks like easy pickings. So you go after her, you make short work of her, you dominate her, and then you're going to have people that are less likely to try to mess with you because you've established your dominance.
Well, it's Tony D versus Brooks Jensen. We return to NXT. Fuck television. Well,
The fact that that's a non-title match makes me think we might see Lions show up and distract
are we going to
Tony
get Lions? Are we going to get Sean Spears?
D.
Are we going to get Obafemi? Which, let's keep in mind, guys, we haven't seen high nor tail of that guy since Tony D vanquished him at Halloween Havoc. What's next for the former ruler of NXT, who now has 2 losses since January to Tony D, and only Tony D?
If the rumors that are circulating the internet are to be believed, the higher ups on the main roster have been more than impressed with Obafemi's run as North American champion, and they wanted him to debut a few weeks ago on Raw. They haven't pulled the trigger for whatever reason yet, which is making me wonder the validity of those rumors. And, the reason why we are the only reliable SRS on the professional wrestling front.
I was waiting for him to say that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Obafemi is doing the dark match circuit. I wouldn't be surprised if Obafemi comes and makes a debut on Survivor Series or the fallout of Survivor Series, or if they're going to hold off long enough, the first Raw of the Netflix era could be all about the ruler. And if I'm Obafemi and I want to try to assert myself, I'm going straight for the Ring General Gunther.
Bold choice.
The ruler against the General.
At this point, you might as well challenge John Cena on his last tour too. No, seriously. What would that do?
Let's get past the debut of Netflix first.
Yeah.
And make sure that, we don't hear, if you smell buffering.
You almost wonder if the final boss is going to make another appearance before the year is out, because to your point, last time we saw the final boss was when he confronted Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. And of course, prior to that, it was only Cody. And he said, your story with me is just beginning. That story has begun since WrestleMania, and I don't think we've even seen chapter 1. So,
nope.
That's simple. Nope. So we'll see what happens soon enough. And of course, folks, you can stay tuned for more thoughts, coverage, discussions on that with the Renegade Wrestling JJ Williams, moderating the weekly Saturday night shenanigans. And of course, we'll bring those back after our coverage this weekend from AEW Full Gear. And stay tuned for a city predicting it every Full Gear. Date and time to be determined. And me and my crew might go impromptu tomorrow night after AEW. And that's your short-term schedule this week for the SRS. Just saying.
Yes. And then, of course, not this Saturday after Full Gear, but next Saturday after the WrestleCade Super Show and Survivor Series will be our next karaoke spectacular, which I know Noah is just counting the days, looking forward to, because we are thankful for our families. Family acts will be featured on the wheel.
I gotta be thankful for family, but I could still say another F word when it comes to karaoke. Anyway, let's see.
Is it 4 letters?
You be the judge. Let's see what some people are saying here in the chat. If they've said anything of relevancy. And again, folks, you want to dictate the conversation? Super chat or paper, my friends. As simple as that. Manuel talking about this NXT women's roster is fire. I can't wait to see them in main roster and how they use them. Yeah, hopefully Triple H doesn't stagnate them. Because bottom line, they still don't know how to book women's wrestling in WWE unless you're in NXT. Prove me differently. Jordan Grace did say she is closing down her OnlyFans in January. Okay, well, that's a choice. And
I didn't even know she had a OnlyFans.
Some people spend money on ways that I just, it's their choice. But to get ready back on NXT, speaking of women's champions, there you see the prodigy, Roxanne Perez, who put out something earlier today on the Twix.
Beachside looks like.
I mean, I don't blame her for taking a vacation. She's been the hardest working champion on the women's side in WWE this year.
Long overdue.
So Ruka crashing her little video stream. Must not be that
Oh.
much of a vacation. They must still be in Florida there.
Well, I mean, when you're in a state that literally is by a beach, what do you expect?
She
Hey,
is a
I live in
surfer.
California. I know all about that.
Exactly. I mean, hey, sometimes a champion deserves a well-deserved break. Roxanne Perez more so deserves it. Speaking of trying to get a well-deserved break, maybe a break free, here we have Brooks Jensen alongside Sean Spears.
Okay, I have to be the one to say this. I'm going to address the elephant in the room.
Go for it.
Is it just me, or with this evolution of Jensen's character, does he not look like a Wish version of Jack Perry?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I like Jensen. Don't get me wrong. I thought him and Briggs were a great tag team. I still want to see Jensen versus Cena on the farewell tour because of the Bull Buchanan connection. B Squared used to run with John Cena. I think it would be great for Cena to give back a match with his son. But the jeans, the long scraggly hair, the big beard, like he is looking like NXT's version of Jack Perry.
Well, here's the question to you, JJ. How much is he willing to sacrifice of himself to take the knowledge of Sean Spears towards maybe getting his first singles championship? Because clearly, if Brooks Jensen beats the Don here tonight, that has to put him in contention, for an NXT North American Championship match.
You would think so.
Tony D right now, the side headlock controlling Brooks Jensen. Of course, we've seen Tony D and what he's been willing to do with family pride on the line when it comes to preserving that NXT North American title.
The facial hair reminds me of like Sami Zayn when he grew it out, was heel fully, and he had that big.
You mean when it was Fidel? You mean when it was Fidel Castro? I mean the whatever he called himself during the Thunderdome era. The Irish Whip. Tony D takes Brooks Jensen down with a forearm. Of course, we saw Sean Spears and Brooks Jensen invade Tony D's restaurant, getting in his face, disrespecting his family.
And that's just kind of been everybody's MO. You want to get the Don's attention, you invade his restaurant. That is his sanctuary.
You want to fuck with the family.
Interrupt the meal.
Exactly.
He's lucky he's not swimming with the fishes. We saw what happened when either Dragunov was driven to a bridge, walked all the way back to NXT when these two were feuding over the NXT championship. Brooks Jensen right now taking Tony D down, though, with a sleeper hold of sorts.
If you were a Sopranos fan, how much stuff happened at the restaurants? Like, just think about
so
that.
Much. Yeah, for real. Like, I didn't watch the entirety of the Sopranos series. I came in late, and I stopped watching because we lost our HBO before the finale. But I watched a good chunk of it, and you're right. There was a lot that had to do with that restaurant.
I mean, to be fair, that's Godfather, that's Goodfellas, that's pretty much anything you associate with Italian underground activity, but also family heritage. Not that I know anything about that.
I mean, even in Casino, a lot of the dirty deeds were done in the back rooms of restaurants and shit.
With a snap of the fingers or a whisper of the ear or a ring on the phone.
Well,
anyway, back to this match.
Where they were chopping in the back.
Speaking, of course, families, respect, and code of honors, we, of course, talk about the Vendetta in AEW, who's been scouting on a Jay who fell short against Bukalama. Mariah May, ridiculous. Those women know how to get fine. I love it. Hardcore match for the NXT Women's World Championship. And there you see Brooks Jensen still holding Tony D down in the middle of the ring. Body grapevine. LeDon might be going to sleep here.
They just totally took a page out of Charles Oliveira versus Mike Perry from the UFC. Said that's exactly what happened. He kept hanging on to him. He just kept trying to drop him to take him off, and he wouldn't let go. Oliveira wouldn't let go. They just totally took that from UFC.
Yeah, face a grimace right now. Urgency right now. And the NXT North American champion sends Brooks Jensen up and over to the floor. Finally forced the break. Got tied up in the ropes. And
his knee got caught in the ropes.
We've been noticing, JJ, that knee's been bothering Tony D for a number of weeks now, ever since his match with Obafemi.
Yeah.
Angelo getting Brooks back in the ring, though, trying to capitalize, taking him down. Now Tony D trying to build some momentum here. And then the belly toss. And again, turning fans around in this match.
I just realized Spears is at NXT. Roxanne Perez could have kicked Spears for that segment and just said Spears instead of Stan this time.
Spinebuster counter into a Codebreaker of sorts. Brooke Jensen with the cover. Kick out at 2.5. And we definitely seen a different side of Brooks Jensen also inside the ring ever since being underneath the tutelage or the influence of Sean Spears. Planted! What a spine buster. Arrivederci. Tony D with the win.
Damn.
Crazy to me that he picked up the victory after that spine buster, but couldn't stay down with some of the stuff that Jensen was delivering to him. That code breaker was a little bit more devastating, in my opinion, than that spine buster.
I agree, but you also saw the way he did a one-hand release spine buster. You see Sean Spears helping Brooke Jensen back to his feet.
Hey, Jada Parker kicked out after a break in the face. So, hey.
And Sean Spears, though, with the handout here. We're going to get a respectful handshake. Huh. Oh, no! I mean, come on. What do you expect from Sean Spears?
How did you
and he's going after the same knee that's been compromised for weeks.
Surprised neither one of them is going after Rizzo there in a prone state.
I don't know what exactly they got from that, but it was Spears and Jensen standing in the end. And you talked about mixed tag team action earlier. They used to the other side, Kamen Petrovic and Ashanti the Adonis.
Kamen Petrovic is going to be part of the GCW Bloodsport 12 here in a week or so.
Well, with her background in karate and mixed martial arts, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, no doubt.
This right here, it raises my ire because I know how I feel about this type of shit. But I'll see what happens with this match.
Hey, if they were successful with that mixed tag stuff they did on YouTube, I guess they could do this.
Kamen Petrovic versus Sumi Saki.
Sumi Saki, of course, former Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, as we get ready now for mixed tag team action. And, oh, dear. See Tony D being helped out of the building.
This dude reminds me of Jason Jordan.
I'm not even sure what to make of this right now.
He looks exactly like Jason Jordan to me. I don't know.
Well, we got to change our attention to whatever the hell is about to happen here. Coming up next, folks, it's mixed tag team action. Brindley Reese and Dion Lennox. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck nobody names. Taking on Kamen Petrovic and Sanjay the Adonis. Next in NXT. Fuck television.
Damn, Noah. Fuck television. Fuck names. Jesus.
It's WWE. I'm
just waiting for him to say fuck Chase U.
I'm trying to respect those that care about that institution, including people not on this screen that I'm friends with. But NAF will burn that place to the ground verbally if pushed that far. Anyway.
You know what? I mentioned Bloodsport 12 a moment ago, and I know, Noah, you don't usually indulge in that one. That is a Walter and James thing. But there's a couple matches here that I think you might be intrigued about, and I want to know which one you would be most interested to see, considering it's a UFC-esque style of environment. So you've got the former Xia Li taking on Masha Slamovich in this type of setting.
Both women definitely have a unique kickboxing background. And again, Masha is lethal with her legs. She literally could KO a person, but we also know that she is a submissionist. I haven't seen a submission side of the former Xia Li, so I'd be very curious how this would go. I like that.
You've got the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, in one of his final indie dates as he's announced that he is retiring from indie wrestling.
I heard about that.
Taking on Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh, that's going to be a classic. But again, it's a whole different discipline. And why Josh Alexander is so totally proficient on the mat. Speedball Mike Bailey has literally an MMA background. He literally knocked out Kenny King one time in a pit fight.
And you got Marina Shafir versus Jody Threat.
The problem versus the Wild Child. If she can contain Jody Threat's energy and explosivity, Marina Shafir has truly made Bloodsport her own background of punishment. It's very rare that people find a solution to the problem.
Then you've actually got a few WWE crossovers as Charlie Dempsey is going to be taking on Akira.
Oh, Jesus. I mean,
mentioned Sumisaki and Carmen Petrovic.
Remember, we just talked about that, former
And
Ring of Honor
then,
champion.
and then you've got another no quarter catch crew member and Miles Bourne taking on Royce Isaacs.
That's going to be interesting because I don't know much about Miles Bourne, but I know Royce Isaacs because, of course, he tried to take on the Minoru Suzuki, lost. So, all right. Look, I may not know a lot about UFC, MMA. I may not be, fully in tune in that world like James and Walter. That is their strength, their baby, and I am nothing but respect and proud of them for it. But there's a lot of uniqueness to those shows, and I enjoyed watching that show along with their call during WrestleMania week, and I love how they made that a foundation of their own.
And then, of course, the main event: Josh Barnett versus MVP.
MVP, of course, the inaugural IWGP Intercontinental Champion, Josh Barnett, Mr. Bloodsport himself. And of course, this will be the MVP's first in physical action, per se, since who knows when.
I just hope he rehabbed that leg, because if Josh gets a hold of that leg,
he's done. He's done. Yeah, I know Josh Barnett. When he traps a leg, you're in trouble. You're done. Speaking of maybe being done, is Lexus King done pursuing the Heritage Cup after William Regal tried to help him beat his own son?
Zach, I am sorry to hear about your bar burning down, brother. Hopefully everybody was okay. Nobody was inside when it went down. I hope you're okay, brother.
Yeah, keep your spirit up, man. And I know that you will rebuild into something even greater and better. And we're happy to bring you this fun engagement in your night to raise your spirits.
Who's King talking to? Is that, oh my God.
Yoshiki Inamura! What the hell?
That's super random.
I don't remember the specifics about it, but he came over last week as part of something Briggs is doing. I think it goes back to the competition Briggs was in Japan.
Yeah, the M1 victory. That's Pro Wrestling Noah. In the meantime, your tag division, JJ, is still out of damn control. Amy Rain told them to show her something. I'm not sure if you wanted them to show that.
I think they're going to get involved. Oh, no. I thought they were going to get involved.
Well, we are live here from the home of NXT, Orlando, Florida, here at the SRS, JJ's brand, where Chase U is literally looking for a sweet victory, or it will be a eulogy. Still so much more to happen tonight as we're about to cross over into the second hour of NXT with mixed tag team action. Ashanti the Adonis and Common Veteran versus Brindley Reeves and Dion Lennox.
Dude, what is up with it now? Is he going for like a player from the Himalayas gimmick? Like, what the hell exactly is this?
I'm not sure who annoys me more right now.
Do you not know what an Adonis is?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going for a player gimmick. Like, seriously.
Well, these Carmen Pedrovic's actually going for something I care about with that katana in her hand, although I wish she used it again. Never mind. Anyway,
Carmen seems like she's falling for it, though.
Look, it's just one of those things that college people fall for, if nothing else. Relationships developing out of nowhere.
I don't know. I'm saying
NXT and AEW territory, Jacksonville this Saturday.
NXT Live, of course. NXT's been starting their touring dates, of course, with their NXT Live Wave. And you, of course, could be part of the Silver and Gray movement this Friday or Saturday if you're in the Florida area. Tickets on sale now.
He might be breaking down her walls, though, because she's giving him about 3 or 4 looks already. It might be getting through her barrier.
Look, I don't know what the fuck I'm about to see right now. Bell reigns are underway. Let's get this shit over with and get back to the reason why I'm actually here tonight. Because believe it or not, this Chase U thing apparently has gotten the most engagement at NXT in a long damn time.
Dion Lennox is a specimen. He just needs a lot more fine-tuning.
He's a big dude, too. I think he's about 6'3".
Looks like he's got an all-collegiate background with that build. Oh, wait a minute.
What the heck is going on here?
What the fuck is happening?
They're just playing mind games, man.
Tag mate.
God, it warms my heart to see that sea of red and black in the crowd, man.
Right.
Brindley Reese with a roll-up.
Well, Adonis and Dion now, the women tag in, and what? Are we going to get this matchup underway? Okay, finally, a woman with a roll-up here and a 2 count. What the fuck's her name? Brindley and freaking
Reese.
Brindley Reese and Carmen
Backslide
Petrovic.
by Brindley on Carmen. Thank you, gentlemen.
Brindley in the
First
blue.
play. Yes, Brindley blue, Carmen in the black. I'm fine here. I'm fine.
That woman is built.
Carmen Petrovic, great.
Easy there, Tiger.
Big takedown. Walter!
Easy there, Tiger. You've already got Lola. You've got Jada. Now you're going after Brindley.
I don't know. I think
Nice
Shawn Michaels
cartwheel
has the
kick
type, though.
for the hip toss. Whoa, that was a messy collision right there by Brindley, taking out Carmen Petrovic. Tag made by Ashanti. Oh, fuck me. Tag made by Ashanti. Tag made by Leon. Are they actually going to wrestle here?
They need to
Couple
do
of nice
something.
arm drags there by Dion Lennox.
Whoa, Jesus.
High ass arm drag.
That is some height of that arm drag. Okay, now I actually think this guy might be something. There's Dion right now taking advantage of Asante. Kick though by Asante. Beautiful drop kick.
He got, you talk about height. He got height on that drop kick. Stop worrying about showboating for Carmen and get.
Well, I mean, he
focus
was
on your
once
match.
part of a NXT breakout tournament, so he had some potential back then. Maybe he's finally trying to show it now. Back by drop though by Dion. And again, massive drop kick rocks Asante. And Dion looking to follow up here. Whoa! God!
Damn.
That clothesline nearly took Asante up and over out of the ring. Whoa! And nearly had an intergender collision there.
Being a gentleman is going to
looking for
cost
the waist
you.
lock, standing switch. Dion, though. Oh, and drives Dion first into the top rope. And staying on the attack right now. And Ashanti has taken advantage in this match. The ground and pound. Bragging rights on the line here for something. I don't know what.
Was that a running knee? Gee, he caught him flush with that knee.
Right now, Dion, though, picking up speed here, going back and forth. The brother, boom, man, climb out of the ring.
I don't like the way that Asante landed on him.
And it looks like both are in need of a tag. Take a look at the replay here. To your point, I'm not sure who got the worst of that car wreck. Tag made on both sides. The women are back in. Carmen and Brindley. Brindley Reed's taking down Carmen Petrovic. A couple of clotheslines off the ropes. Cartwheel. Whoa! Cartwheel clothesline. Reed's right now hoisting up Carmen Petrovic. Probably been annoyed with this love game as much as I have. Roll up two. Ashanti right now. What the hell?
Ooh,
that was long overdue. Oh, and a high kick by Carmen Petrovic. Takes down Brindley. The cover. This car wreck's finally over.
Knocked her out with a high kick.
I mean, got all like that. That would be considered a KO in Bloodsport.
Or UFC. That was an awkward celebration.
I'm just glad that fucking's over because I was about to go into NAF mode for a moment there. What the fuck was I watching? But a beautiful high kick by Carmen Petrovic. Brindley Reed's lights out.
Definitely lights out. Right in the temple.
I suppose a big victory tonight might mean a celebration for these two.
Referee interrupting there. Good timing.
Let's go backstage to Sheriff Schreiber, who might be with the next number contender to the NXT title, and the death of Chase U, Rich Holland.
That was speaking about being built. This dude is jacked.
Northern Grit, former rugby player. That was not easy to stay composed.
Him and Breaker are just two stacked young dudes. They're going to be the future. They could be the future. They book them. Well, they booking Breaker right. If they book Holland right, he could be the future.
We've discussed this a few times when it comes to Ridge. The problem with Ridge is that the stigma of injuring Big E still looms over his head.
It's true.
And he's done a great job of trying to reinvent himself down here in my NXT. I do like the evolution of his character and where he's gone. You know, if it wasn't picking a fight with Chase University, I'd be all behind Ridge Holland right now. But it's one of the things in my NXT that I support and am the most invested in. So it's like, I'm seriously torn here. If this was Ridge versus just about anybody else on this roster, Trick Williams included, I'd be like, let's go Ridge. But I am such a sucker for Chase U that I've got to support my team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know you don't do sports, Noah, but it's
No.
like having a preference of a professional sports franchise that usually go below 500. They're not championship contenders, but you love them and you support them anyways. That's me when it comes to Chase U.
Well, I'm that way when it
Ridge
comes.
is the odds-on favorite, but you got to support the little guy. You've got to stay loyal to your team.
It's like if to put it in wrestling terms, it's like when you root for TNA against the other two companies, WWE and AEW. You know, TNA is the little guy coming up.
I root for
but
it
you still
for
find it.
more against one company, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Speaking of which, I'm definitely rooting for the better woman in this match. Winston Claire and Zarya, who's going to Deadline. Find out next when NXT returns. Fuck television.
And again, man, I got a feeling Ren Sinclair may die tonight. We have seen the rise of Maddie Renkowski, and like this could be a career-making moment for her. But they just brought Zarya, the former Delta, into NXT. They're not going to job her out.
Nah, I mean, unless we have a fatal influence involved here, considering she has literally set her target, the NXT Women's North American Championship. Zarya is heading to Deadline. But again, weirder things have happened, and your NXT Women's division has more depth than Raw and SmackDown combined when it comes to booking quantity and quality, even with that love story bullshit that wasted 5 minutes of my life. So again, I'm definitely optimistic. And of course, Gwen Sinclair, the former Maddie Wazowski, literally trained by La Dama Ponderosa. So, I mean, again, weirder things have happened, and not many people know Delta because you probably haven't watched Australian wrestling like I have for her match with Jordan Grace. So, we'll see what Zarya brings because she only has one match underneath her belt right now, singles wise, in NXT. Of course, we also know she has a pinfall win over the prodigy Roxanne Perez at ECW. So, again, Roxanne Perez probably doesn't want this woman involved in Deadline. I almost wonder who Roxanne Perez considers the most dangerous threat to her NXT Women's Championship. She's got more threats than ever.
This is true. Going back to what we were saying about Ren, though, this shows how much trust and faith Shawn Michaels and Triple H have in her, throwing in there to be the second match for Zarya.
Yeah. Come a long way since joining No Quarter Catch Crew. No doubt about that. Again, tremendous match against Kalani Jordan a few weeks ago for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Still yet be confirmed. Kalani Jordan, she's asked to be put into a qualifier for the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge, taking on Beautiful Madness herself, Julia. So we'll see if Kalani can do anything against Beautiful Insanity, reshapen into Beautiful Madness. We'll find out soon enough. And of course, still to come on tonight, our main event, Chase U on the line, as well as the NXT Championship Number Contendership, Rich Holland versus Andre Chase.
No, I know that the Iron Survivors, at least on the female side, is about to be stacked.
There's no doubt about that. We got Sol Ruka and we got Stephanie Valkyrie. Here is match number 3 of 5.
So Ruka may be the only one that would shock me if she won. Everybody else, if it goes the way I'm thinking, it's going to be like a toss-up.
If Trick Williams can get 4 pinfalls in 3 minutes, I think anybody can win Deadline.
But I think that's the key, though, Walter. Think about this for a second. If we're being completely honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Julia, Stephanie Valkyrie, Delta, Zarya.
Mm-hmm.
None of them really need to be in NXT for more than a cup of coffee.
It's true.
They just need that WWE polish, get used to the hard cams, the television production, put them on the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody like a Sol Ruka pulling a Trick Williams from last year and just getting a bunch of random soul-snatching victories,
mm-hmm.
She deserves the opportunity to go up against Roxanne Perez at Stand and Deliver and possibly become the next champion. While the more experienced international women really need to be up on the main roster by WrestleMania at the very least.
Yeah, as long as it means we got new women's champions on both Raw and SmackDown. But I'll save that random conversation for another day. To your point, though, again, it'll be the most exciting, wild 25 minutes in NXT yearly. Of course, the Iron Survivor Challenge match at Deadline as Win Sinclair looks to punch her ticket, but she has a force unlike anything seen before in NXT to go for tonight to get to that point against Zarya.
I know one of them, Julia, Stephanie. One of them needs to be in the damn Royal Rumble.
If
If
I
not
had
both.
to bet my money, I think both Julia and Stephanie would be. Delta, I'm not so sure. Zarya, but I could definitely see Julia and Stephanie being entries in the Rumble.
I mean, when Zarya's already being compared to the likes of Rhea Ripley, I think you're already qualified enough.
Yeah. I want to see Zarya versus Jordan Grace one-on-one.
Then go watch their match from down under in Australia. It's on YouTube.
I know. I'm talking about it on WWE TV, I mean, though. Or TNA.
As long as they don't
underwhelm. So a higher profile match between the two of them.
Well, you know what? I'll give you this credit. Triple H actually might do it right. Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, WrestleMania 34. Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, Wrestle Kingdom 10. No brainer. Triple H, he actually might book a match better than the Independents. Keyword might. This is women's wrestling, though. I'm just saying. Yeah, Win Sinclair, realize the anomaly you face in Zarya. Good luck.
Forget Iron Survivor. Sinclair needs to survive this match.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to go longer than. Well, I'll be nice. 7.5 minutes.
If that.
I was going to say, let's give Ren Sinclair a little bit of due here. You know, she can handle her own.
Well, yeah, I know that. We've seen that, of course, that she's been part of NXT, but she's never faced anybody like Zarya here.
That's fair, but you don't want to just completely squash her. Like, we realize this is essentially a squash match, but you lose credibility in Ren Sinclair if you get her out of this in under 5 minutes.
That's true.
Yeah, Charlie Dempsey, though, maybe trying to hype Win Sinclair, but Win Sinclair has all of No Quarter Catch crew. Charlie Dempsey showing more energy I've seen in a while. Lunging in and Zarya catching Win Sinclair. That was a dumb move. Up on the shoulder, skip out the back door, waistlock. Zarya rolled up the ropes, look for the Akana roll. Zarya denies it, though.
This is what Sinclair needs to do. Stick and move, reverse.
Yeah, and not try and take her off her feet like that. Again, the power of Zarya right now. Oh, jeez. That's a collision in the corner. Now hooking up Win Sinclair for the ride. Massive suplex, float over, holds position. Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Vertical drop.
She eventually went to just one arm. Shit.
Into the cover with one leg, 2 count. To your point, with only one arm she held her up for. And, of course, December the 7th, we'll be covering NXT Deadline here at our crazy schedule here at the Super Level Studios. Wednesday, trying for battle with a drop kick. Second drop kick, swung to the side by Zarya. Zarya, of course, for those that don't know, strained down under in Australia. Impressed during WWE tryouts during the Elimination Chamber earlier this year against the likes of Cover, Inside Cradle, Small Package, 2 compliments Sinclair against Grayson Waller and Rhea Ripley.
Ren Sinclair almost stole it there. That was a great counter into a
Whoa!
It was, but she had to be careful. She almost had her own shoulder down.
Well, all it takes is 3 seconds, and ring positioning is everything. We know this, guys.
I want to see a replay of how they just went over, because I think Zarya kicked her in the back of the head accidentally while they were landing.
Oh, boy. By the way, Zarya's not afraid, by the way, to mess with men either. Whoa, Jesus!
Looks like Charlie Dempsey finally shaved off that hideous mustache.
Tope Suicida, Win Sinclair wiping Zarya out on the floor. Even Charlie Dempsey surprised by that. And can Win Sinclair find the moment that she needs to punch her ticket to Deadline here tonight on NXT? Irish whip, reversal, Irish whip, run up the ropes, and Win Sinclair running through Zarya with the clothesline.
See, to JJ's point, Sinclair isn't doing bad at all.
Nice snapping of the neck there. Winston Sinclair forces Zarya back to her feet. Shotgun drop kick in the corner.
Wow, she sent Zarya flying to that corner.
Double underhook. What is this?
Oh,
Up
I thought she was
reversal.
gonna-
What? God! Ripcord lariat.
I thought she was gonna go for like a double arm DDT. I think she was trying to do a double arm suplex and couldn't get her up.
Well, call it whatever you want. I call it ineffective. We know that Zarya can literally put anybody away with that F26. Waist lock, roll through. Zarya again. Caught though. Deep cover. 2 counts for Winston Clare again.
Again, Ren Sinclair and some of these pinfall attempts, man, like I know Zarya is the odds-on favorite, but I'm really kind of pulling for Ren here with the way that she's holding her own.
Well, Winston Clare showing great resilience. Calling a spear.
You definitely can steal them with these things. She's so close too when she does these covers.
And then you get spewed out of your boots and sent back down under. Winston Clare, up on the shoulders. F26. Shoot the half, hook the far leg. Zarya is going to deadline.
Not 4 a real surprise there at the end of the day.
The absolute power dominating Winston Clare.
But dude, talk about the performance from Ren Sinclair here. We all just assumed Zarya was going to come in here and have her way with her. There were multiple opportunities where it looked like Ren Sinclair was going to put away the international superstar.
And then she got speared out of her boots, and that was all she rolled, following that F26 that sent her back down under to Australia.
4 minutes and 42 seconds, by the way, Noah.
What?
4 minutes and 42 seconds.
Well, we have 3 of our 5 women. It's Soruka, Stina Valkyra, and Zarya who have qualified for the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge Saturday, December 7th at Deadline. And we talked about Deadline. Who will be challenging Twig Willie for the NXT Championship? Will it be Rich Holland or will it be Andre Chase? And in the process, if Andre Chase loses, Chase U must separate. BXL, Duke Hudson, and Riley Osborne, Andre Chase will no longer be a university. Chase U will officially be dead. Will Rich Holland kill Chase U tonight in our NXT main event? And there you see our NXT Women's North American Champion, accompanied by her running mates, Fatal Influence, Von Henry, Jasmine Nix, and Jessie Jane are headed to the ring next on NXT. Fuck television.
Well, you mentioned our crazy schedule. Since we're in full commercial, let's show the people what we got coming up.
Bring it. What is my voice going to be gone to? What the hell am I doing?
And now for a taste of things to come.
And again, if you all haven't figured out by now, truly here at the Super Reliable Studios, we encompass all forms truly when we say this phrase, all the wrestling, 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 all the professional wrestling. Damn it. And combat sports and other forms of professional sports too.
Dude, I'm so glad I'm a producer now. Oh my god. Because his reactions with the videos is freaking hilarious.
What reaction?
You know what you do, Noah. Don't try and play coy. To
Hey, I'm just
Daniel's
reacting to what
point,
I
though,
love.
Noah's voice may be gone, especially on the 30th. That's why I want him to pick a show.
Dark.
Either do the WrestleCade Super Show or do Survivor Series War Games.
Mm.
Because we want Noah to have some voice for you, the fans, when it comes to karaoke.
End the month, man. They're gonna
We
spend
all
like-
know that you're not as loyal to the WWE brand as you are to other stuff. So if me and Walter have to do Survivor Series War Games, that way you can take a little bit of a nap ski, rest your voice, watch Collision. We're cool doing that, bro.
You said Collision. All right, fine. You got a deal.
Because I know out of the two cards, you probably are going to care more about the WrestleCade Super Show stuff. Like the full card has not been announced yet, but the 4 matches we have so far: Matt Riddle versus Mustafa Ali, Joe Hendry versus the former Jinder Mahal,
Jay! He said his name!
Matt Cardona and Brad Attitude versus Nick and Ryan Nemeth, and
What?
Shelton Benjamin versus Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh, I got my match of the weekend. I'm already sold. All right, fine. You guys cover Survivor Series War Games. I will cover that Wrestle Show. Let's fucking go.
Like, I don't even care if they add anything else to the card. Like, those
That's
4
enough.
matches alone
That's enough.
is fucking amazing.
Well, I mean, you know, add a women's match. I mean, because, you know, we're women's wrestling.
Damn it.
no.
He said
They
his
don't need
name
to add
with
a
no
women's
warning.
match because we have Ladies' Night Out the next day. That is an entire women's card.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Featuring the former Alicia Fox taking on Jordan Grace.
Oh, boy, she's dead. Whoa, Ava Reigns, speaking of which, though, speaking of women, Ava Reigns got her hands full. Tony D right now being assessed by medical. And A4 apparently wants something, too.
What match does he want?
I think he wants that match with Sean Spears or Brooke Jensen. Yep, Sean Spears is facing, it sounds like, the Dom for the title.
Possibly a deadline, but now we go to the Fatal Influence in the ring.
Oh, good grief almighty. Dumb name. Anyway, let's hear what we got from the current NXT Women's North American Champion and her running mates. It is so good to see Tessa Price with a freaking championship on her shoulder.
I'm glad to see JC Jane back doing something relevant too.
I suppose that's true.
She's really kind of been floundering ever since Mandy Rose got fired and Toxic Attraction broke up.
And Gigi Dolan was the one that put the boot to her face and beat her in that steel cage. But Gigi Dolan's still out injured.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say she had her little program with Gigi, but ever since that, it's been crickets more or less for JC.
What did you do last week? Oh, that's right. You beat Kalani Jordan. But now you got no. Well, now I wonder who is actually going to challenge you. Are you an afterthought because the Iron Survivor Challenge right now is a bigger deal?
Ooh, an open challenge from Fallon Henley.
All right.
TNA. Come on, TNA.
But
Come
you
on,
also,
somebody
you know, you guys know as well as I do. It's not 1-on-1. It's 1-on-3.
It's okay.
Yeah, but Jordan, if Jordan Grace answers that, she can handle 1-on-3.
It would be next week. Clearly, duh. Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh shit. Noah's favorite dynamic duo. Half of 4 leads 2. Got Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson coming out to answer the challenge. And at least that evens the odds just a little bit. Oh, and here comes the Lioness as well. Nikita Lyons wants a piece.
Just gonna breathe.
There's a lot of people.
Oh, to your point, I actually do care more about this competitor.
Nikita.
And there's Rizzo to take out Nikita Lyons.
whole
I love
lot
the
of
fact that
lines.
JJ's ahead because this is his brand, and I'm just the guy that's basically spectating. I almost feel like I'm the analyst, which kind of makes more sense, because this is wow, Jesus!
The entire women's locker room looks like it's piling out here. Noah, referees coming out now.
What the hell is that? Who's that?
I saw somebody run by. It is the whole women's roster, pretty much.
It's the new prospects, it seems, clearly. I don't know half these damn women.
But now Fallon is left alone. Oh.
Oh, boy. Well, again, referees
Tatum
driving.
Paxley slides in from behind.
And found Henry standing alone in the rain, to your point. Oh, dear.
She might want to play.
I don't think she's looking for a doll. Wait a minute,
Nope,
what?
she's looking for a new accessory for her
Oh!
dolls. The North American Championship.
That's a beautiful move that she does, by the
It was
way.
a modified lightning spiral. Tatum Paxley just dropped the NXT North American champion.
It's almost like the opposite of overdrive. Like you go the other way.
Well, Tatum Paxley did put Wendy Chu 6 feet under.
Damn, there's too many women to choose from in NXT, damn it. I'm like a kid in a candy store when I watch the NXT women's division.
We know, Walter. Why you're still here in your robe. Walter Hefner over here.
Was that Jess Briggs? Who the hell was that just left with Sean Spears? What the hell's happening? Anyway.
Love is in the air.
Don't piss me off. I'm already pissed off. Who am I kidding?
It's 3 months too early. Valentine's Day is 3 months away, man.
Valentine's Day is not. You know what? I'm not gonna go there. I'm getting close to that NAF move, and I'm trying to be on my best behavior tonight.
I
If
do
you
love
would like full NAF to be engaged, super chat, super chat, super chat.
Yeah.
Fuck television. Full commercial break.
I do love that every time it seems like we're gonna go somewhere with it, somebody interrupts. It's freaking hilarious.
Right?
Well, I know nobody's going to interrupt our fun unless it's each one of us talking over each other when we call who reaches the ring when the clock hits 0 as we count down our way from 1 to 30. 30 men, 30 women, 1 opportunity, 1 main event. It's that WWE annual tradition where anyone can show up and point towards that sign of the end, the Royal Rumble.
We do know that John Cena is going to be one of the competitors automatically.
Yeah, 29 hours to go, Saturday, February 1st. And congrats to my friend Caitlin. I hope you have an incredible time there. Enjoy yourself. All right, well, now we got a full commercial break. Try to rewind things here with some sense of clarity and my blood pressure trying to be stable. It seems that Fallon Henry has a new challenger for the NXT Women's North American Championship in Tatum Paxley. So we'll see how far this playdate goes. And if Fallon regrets it, then again, Fallon Henry, she could be a bit crazy herself, just saying. And it looks like everybody in the women's division wants a piece of that title. It sounds like Eddie Forbes is going to take his own opportunity since Ava Raine gave Sean Spears an opportunity for Tony D's NXT North American Championship. That might become a triple threat, or he might intercept something else, and then some random person left for Brooks Jensen and Sean Spears. No idea who the hell that was.
I wonder if that play date is going to be December 7th.
How many matches are you trying to put on this card right now?
Well, right now we only know of 3 for sure.
Yeah.
And one of them
2 Iron Survivors, and then whoever's going to challenge Trick.
Exactly. And again, tonight we'll find out here, and I think that's literally all that's left. We'll find out here shortly who will be that other guy on the other side of the marquee. Is it going to be Rich Holland or Andre Chase? And is Chase University going to remain alive or die tonight? Anyway.
I don't know what I'm going to do if Andre Chase loses, man.
I'm going to let you close it out. I'm going to be as nonchalant as Michael Cole was at WrestleMania 30.
No, Noah. You cannot do that. I need you to be in full-on dick mode in this match. This needs to be just like when me and you are doing something with Jeff Jarrett and Aubrey Edwards. Like,
something!
I need you to be full-on for this. That's the whole reason why you're here. Otherwise, me and Walter could have just done this tonight.
Yeah, I know that if that referee gets to 3 and Andre Chase loses, you get the solo shot. JJ, fair warning.
Oh, that's what you want. All right. Challenge accepted. Anyway, that's still, of course, to determine our main event, which I imagine has got to be the main event for NXT Deadline, because, of course, will be for the NXT Championship. It does make me wonder, though. You saw everybody in that classroom. We have not seen Trick Williams at all tonight on NXT. And does he have a say in who he wants to face?
We don't
Does
have
he
to
He
see
does
that.
have a say. I would almost bet you he's going to be sitting ringside to
Yep.
watch this match up close and personal. Last week, he said he wanted Andre Chase. He was
Right.
trying to give Andre Chase an opportunity because Andre Chase has never had a shot at the NXT Championship. And Trick
So-
Williams wanted to be the guy to give him that opportunity. That's how we ended up here in the first place. Because Ridge took issue with that, considering Ridge has beaten Andre Chase at virtually every turn.
All right.
Yep, exactly. Trick is the whole reason we got to this match. He's definitely
And
gonna
if
be like a
Trick
guest commentator
Williams
or something.
turns heel, oh my God, am I going to lose my shit?
Okay, now that would be
Because
the
let's
ultimate.
be
what the
real.
fuck.
This is professional wrestling. This could all be a huge setup.
Who knows?
Well, that being said, that's tonight. Of course, next month, December 7th, Saturday, will be, of course, in Minneapolis in the Armory, as we'll see who is able to meet their deadline and punch their ticket towards a future NXT World and NXT Women's Championship opportunity. As right now, we are getting ready for our main event here on NXT. And of course, we talk more about what Deadline has established since first arriving at NXT. The opportunity to make a name for yourself and beat the clock. We've seen incredible highlights, one-of-a-kind encounters, comebacks of the centuries, unique pinning combinations, and some even more unique penalty box situations.
You know, we can't assume that the NXT title is the main event because the last Iron Survivor can be the main event.
I suppose that's true because that does define the future. And, of course, looking back at the history of the Iron Survivor was Grayson Waller, who, of course, won the inaugural men's Iron Survivor, and Trick Willie, again, comeback of the century. You all need to watch that yourself to believe it. Won last year's Iron Survivor Challenge, but neither man was able to capitalize on the opportunity, but we saw what it led to both eventually.
I still can't believe Waller did a freaking shoey. What the hell is wrong with these people?
It's an Australian thing, bro.
I know it from the UFC spiders.
All Ethan Page looks like, though, is talking about the Iron Survivor. I wonder if he's going to be in a qualifier. Of course, being the former NXT champion, there's no doubt that All Ego wants a taste of that spotlight and that gold again.
See, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like people in Iron Survivor should not be former champions.
Oh, I agree.
It should be an opportunity for people that have never had an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But we know that even Page loves to pick his moments, pick his spots with a smile on his face.
It should be like what the Money in the Bank originally was meant to be.
Yeah, and when did that fall on a deaf ears?
Meanwhile, backstage with Fraxium.
And of course, we saw Nathan Frazier punch his ticket earlier. Axiom's facing even Page next week.
Why not? If Nathan Frazier could get a shot at Iron Survivor, why can't Axiom?
Wow. That's it. Okay.
Frazier better not interfere.
About to say, what happens if both men are in it? I mean, only one can challenge for the NXT Championship. I tell you one thing, though, I will give Ava Rain all the credit where credit's due. I have not seen this NXT roster this fired up, driven, hungry, ballistic in attitude since I can remember the black and gold days of NXT.
Come on, hit Trick Williams music. You know you're gonna be a commentator.
That being said, JJ, go ahead and talk about what's next for your NXT because we got a lot coming up.
Yeah, it looks like next week it'll be Shawn Spears taking on the Don of NXT for the North American Championship.
You got to wonder the
We've
condition
also
of that
got
leg
the
of
women's
knee.
North American title will be on the line next week as Fallon Henley defends against Tatum Paxley.
There we go.
Yeah, how many
So much for waiting for deadline.
But she did say open challenge next week. I guess she got her answer this week, and she's going to sell it next week. And it probably won't be a one-on-one affair.
Julia will take on Kaylani Jordan in another Iron Survivor qualifying match next week.
And we'll see.
That should be the match of the night.
Yeah,
I absolutely agree to that, and I'm looking very forward to that. Go, Julia. Of course, we'll see who will join Stephanie Valkyra and Soruka.
And then on the men's side, we'll have Axiom versus Ethan Page. It is official. Will Axiom be able to survive the all-ego former champion?
Yeah, will Axiom be brought back to normal speed or leave Ethan Page literally in slow-mo?
You gotta wonder if that green monster of jealousy comes up between Axiom and Fraser.
Back with Chase U.
Will this be the final time you get to say that?
Shut up, Walter. I'm just glad we don't have Los Dominguez in the chat room harassing me.
Oh, they're going to probably.
Chase says he wants to apologize for nothing.
They're showing all the times he was hard on everybody. That's hilarious. Hey, JJ.
I've seen Emmanuel in the chat room, but I haven't seen Arlene. And Arlene's the one that really rides me on this.
A university-style ass whooping.
I want a Chase U basketball jersey.
I want the damn calendar.
Look at the sea of Chase University supporters. The student section has come out, and as mentioned earlier,
oh Jesus,
your NXT champion is coming to the ring, Noah.
Oh no, that could be one thing.
Whoa, that trick,
We knew it.
Yeah, man, I like it.
God. Trick Williams, our NXT champion, getting a front row seat. That could be the death of Chase U, and regardless, his next opponent at deadline for his NXT championship. It was been a wild night of attitude and emotions. Our main event is minutes away. Ridge Holland versus Andre Chase. The future of Chase U on the line and a future NXT championship opportunity. Next on NXT. And if Andre Chase loses, Chase U is officially dead.
I like that jacket of that shirt.
Fuck television.
Yeah, if they only give 2 minutes of commercial, then at least the main event gets 20 minutes.
This is CW. You really expect them to actually do that?
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to get a commercial in the middle of the match.
That's fuck television.
But right now, we're finding out we're getting the hype video for the debut of Raw on Netflix live January 6th from the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles, California.
Worst logo I've ever seen.
Well,
and of course, that will be part of our watch-along schedule. We will be covering that.
Well, at least I'll be coming off the greatest week I'm going to have all year.
Better be no streaming issues.
Yeah. How'd that fight go, by the way? I'm just saying, how'd that fight go for you on Netflix? How was the stream?
Let's just acknowledge the obvious here, and then I'll let Walter answer your question because I wasn't there for that. As popular and as hot as professional wrestling is right now, 100 million people aren't going to be trying to watch Raw at the exact same time.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't have the issues that they had for the boxing fight. Walter, go ahead.
It was a horrible stream. The glitching and the buffering and it was just horrible.
Oh, that's a shame.
But yeah, 60 to 100 million people aren't gonna watch Raw, so it won't be an issue.
Yeah. Again, people choose what they watch, and I mean, more power to you. What was I
And
doing
if
that
it,
Friday? Oh yeah,
and if it is,
sleeping.
and if it is, if that many people tune in, WWE would just love it. They wouldn't even care.
I mean, WWE barely cares anymore as it is. They know they got everybody's pocket. I mean, shoot, look how many people are spending that money on those WrestleMania tickets.
Not me. I was looking at those tickets. Jeez, it's gonna take a hell of a lot for me to afford that.
Yeah, the day I choose not to invest in a car or my freaking house is the day I'll go to WrestleMania.
I'm gonna need a hell of a lot of PayPals to get my ass to WrestleMania.
For real, the nosebleed seats are $1,000.
Man, ain't no one night of freaking entertainment worth that shit. That's ridiculous. I could imagine what you're going to be paying once you're there just to try and get a damn drink, and then you got to get out the damn parking lot, try to get to the damn airport. You got me stuck in gear, stupid.
Hey, our PayPals are there if you want to help us, though.
Right?
Dude, it's the holiday season. No one's got the money. They're overspending on turkey as we speak.
WrestleMania notwithstanding, I would like to have enough money that I could get 2 tickets to Raw for the Netflix debut. January 6th is my daughter's birthday.
Wow.
She turns 16 next year.
Oh. Well,
so
then.
For her sweet 16 to be able to take her to her first live Raw on her birthday would be epic.
I pray that you
especially since Netflix has made it known they want Roman Reigns.
Gee,
it is Hollywood, California. So we very well could get the final boss on that episode.
I'm sure those tickets are up there too.
So for her to be able to experience a Roman Reigns entrance and a Rock entrance for her first live WWE show, can you really experience much better than that for a 16-year-old in their first show?
Be the best birthday ever.
Yeah,
exactly.
You almost touched my heart there. Well, more power to you in that pursuit. I wish you nothing but the absolute best. Good luck to y'all's budget.
Mm-hmm.
California is fucking expensive.
It is, but it's not as expensive as WrestleMania.
That is accurate.
You don't have to tell me, no. I just bought a house out there.
God bless you. And of course, we are back here in NXT again. Walter Cruz, JJ Williams, Noel Foster here. Calm what could be the death of Chase U. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. Please subscribe, comment, tell friends. We do this for all the biggest shows, the specials, and out of nowhere, unique opportunities across all things wrestling. Shout out to the W family. It is main event time here on NXT, where the Iron Survivor challenges have gone underway. We've had qualifiers, had a unique mixed tag scenario. We've had a lot of developments for next week, and now it is time to see who faced Trick Williams at deadline for the NXT Championship and possibly the death of Chase University as Rich Holland makes his way to the ring. Rich Holland right now is looking only one direction, and that is forward. Thought that he killed Chase U back at Halloween Havoc, putting Andre Chase in the back of that hearse ambulance. And that subtle statement by Trick Williams next week got so far under Rich Holland's skin, he's looking to prove a point tonight against both Andre Chase and Chase University that truly Chase U is dead.
Look at the heat Ridge is getting. Like, that's some Dom heat right now.
Telling you, dude. Look at the crowd. Andre Chase in his mission statement succeeded. Everybody in attendance damn near is wearing either the red or the black Chase U shirt. And here comes our professor now.
Oh, God. And hopefully for the last time, I hear this rally cry.
Damn, Trick got like a members only jacket. I like that shit.
I will make a deal with you, Noah. We've only got seconds to agree to this. If Andre Chase loses here tonight, I will retire my Chase U shirt. You will never see it on a stream again. If he wins, you must become a full-time Chase U student.
What?
You can't be Chase U for one night and then be done with it. You must be full-time enrolled in Andre Chase University.
Why
Do
would
you
I?
accept?
What, you put. Mm.
Got him stuttering.
Let's go to Mike Rowe for the introductions. Fuck you, JJ. Challenge accepted.
Okay, you heard it, Walter.
I heard it.
So I know what I'm getting Noah for Christmas if Andre Chase wins.
Death of a freaking non-accredited institution.
Would you prefer
What?
red or black?
I'm gonna ignore you.
I think black suits Noah better.
Yeah, but looking at the way he has his outfit underneath the blazer, I think the red would pop better, like his red dress shirt he's wearing.
I know. I say he looked like he's dressed for a funeral, and hopefully it ain't Chase uses. Chase.
He's hoping it is.
I know.
All right, everybody in the chat, let's see your Chase U hands go up in the air if you support Andre Chase.
Lifeline of Chase University finally goes flat in less
Bell
than
rings.
20 minutes. Bell rings! Fucking kill him! NXT Universe behind Chase U. Unless you're part of the 1% that's not. Andre Chase and Ridge Holland duking it out for a shot at the NXT Championship at deadline. And also, if Ridge Holland wins, Chase U is dead.
But it's just been confirmed here on the stream. If Andre Chase wins, Noah becomes a full-time student in Andre Chase University.
A massive battle belly overthrow by Ridge Holland. Of course, talking about what happened earlier tonight. Mixed tag nonsense. Cinema Cure and Zarya qualified for the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. David Frazier qualified for the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge. And Tony D was able to beat Brooks Jensen, but he faced a chop block for his trouble. And now will defend that NXT North American Championship next week against Sean Spears. And Ridge Holland right now teeing off. Cover. It's a 1 count. Every time those shoulders of Andre Chase hit the mat, I could just feel people's hearts falling, thinking that it could be the demise of Chase University. Only a 3 count away. Another massive belly-to-belly overthrow by Ridge Holland.
Ridge has definitely taken over the momentum of this match. Andre Chase came out hot, but as soon as Ridge Holland was able to, he turned the tides, and these overhead belly-to-belly throws that he's executing are just taking the wind out of Andre Chase.
I'm cringing for that because that's the very move that injured Big E.
An uneasy feeling right now for the faithful of Chase University, seeing Andre Chase on a beatdown by Northern Grit Ridge Holland. Well, of course, everyone's been on edge, though, since Ridge Holland's been back in NXT, literally being the jazz everybody, and
Ridge Holland here is peeling up the protective matting on the floor, exposing the concrete.
Well, what I don't know if this is wise when you let your emotions come into play. Just beat the man in the ring, get the 3 count, and get the title shot, and put it into this.
I think he's going to try to powerbomb him.
Chase U in the bottom screen there. Oh, Duke Hudson has left the classroom.
And wait, what the hell are you doing? Go ahead and watch your demise. What are you freaking doing? Stay where you are. And stopped to the front, though, by Andre Chase. Super kick. Rocks Ridge Holland. Andre Chase off the apron, though. Whoa!
This is a regular match. You can't risk interfering, Duke, and then costing your own demise.
Andre
Chase. He's interfering. It may be that he can't bear to watch.
Well, we see the death of Chase U following this. Fuck television to death. Full commercial break. Oh, man, I'm on edge right now. So much on edge. And what the hell is Duke Hudson doing? Yeah, I mean, again, might I add, normal match, by the way, fuck television, fuck television, fuck television. Last time I deal with this bullshit on this channel, worst channel since Access. And that's saying something. That's a low bar, by the way, to pass. Anyway, NAF rising. Anyway, again, folks, there's so much more to come after tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the engagement, the conversation, discussion, the support, the visceral. and overall, just the pure passion of us here on this NXT watch along night. We'll be back here, of course, later this week, some point with predicting for AEW Full Gear and our coverage of AEW Full Gear before the weekly Saturday shenanigans. Hosted by the Renegade Wrestling, Jada Williams. I missed y'all last week, by the way. I hope y'all had fun. But again, I was celebrating my mom's first birthday. It was absolutely worth it and wonderful. And then I look at the time and I'm like, okay, I'm glad I wasn't there. Y'all are fucking nuts. 5 hours? What the hell did you all do?
They pretty much procrastinated until I got until me and James could get off UFC.
We
literally... it was one of those things where like we did the topics, me, Mike, and Big G, and we probably had it done in about 2.5 hours. And then Jeff and Dattila were able to join.
Oh, Jesus.
And then we had to run everything back. And then James and Walter joined. And then we had to run everything back so that they could discuss the topics.
And then the Dominguez did what they do.
Dominguez.
Yep.
That's what we always do.
Los Dominguez did Los Dominguez things by continuing to super chat and stall so that James and Walter and Jeff and everybody could get there and give their thoughts.
All right. Well, more power to you, but also you all are fucking nuts.
Hopefully we'll do 5 hours in 2 weeks when we do karaoke because the super chats will just keep coming in.
That daggone people gonna be spending money towards friggin' Christmas. Put your damn stuff in layaway. Get your Christmas vacation planned out. You're coming back from your fucking fuck-off football games. Fuck that. You're going friggin' on your family on your turkey spree. You gotta friggin' think about Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever other holiday you celebrate from any form of religion. Y'all gotta worry about your friggin' pantry when it's friggin' buried by a damn blizzard. Ain't no one worried about no fucking karaoke at the end of damn November. Got it.
I don't think there is a such thing as layaway anymore, Noah.
Well, yeah, that might be true. We're back here on NXT where we might be minutes away from the demise of Chase University. It's Rich Hahn and Andre Chase for the NXT Championship number contendership. Winner faces Trick Williams at deadline. Trick Williams sitting at ringside. And Rich Hahn, massive diving headbutt. Damn it, fucking missed. Trick Williams, though, again, might have been encouraging Andre Chase, but literally he might be the reason that Chase University dies. Whether he turns heel or not, that will turn him into the heel of NXT, in my opinion, but my hero. Back elbow strike here by Andre Chase to Rich Holland, creating separation. Big boot, though, and Rich Holland still not off his feet, though. Andre Chase trying to fight back. Swinging net breaker takes Rich Holland down, and Andre Chase trying to mount a comeback.
Hyping the crowd up. The very biased crowd, I may add.
Yeah,
right? Andre Chase going for a huge pile driver there, but Ridge blocking it.
Well, I mean, Rich Hahn, again, grounding himself, splitting his base, making sure that he couldn't be lifted. And then those knees to the side of the head, though, by Andre Chase, looking to not be denied, looking to hoist up Rich Hahn again. Can he hoist up that Northern Grit? Rich fighting back. Whoop, went for a clothesline. Took Andre down with the right. Knee to the side of the head, stuns Andre up and around, gut wrench, hoisted up on the shoulder. Oh, man!
Oh, he dropped him right on his head.
It's over. Damn it. Kick out 2.5.
It's not over yet, Noah. Come on. We still got 5 minutes.
Then fuck television and your clock.
Dude, he dropped him on his head hard. Like the top of Andre's temple really hit the mat there.
That was a twisting.
Not the first time Ridge dropped somebody on their head.
Exactly.
I wasn't trying to put that out there, but he's not wrong.
That's why I said I don't like these overhead suplexes.
And then he had to bring it into current history regarding. Never mind. Anyway, Rich Holland with a chair again. Rich Holland knows he can't use that. He will be disqualified. Wow, low blow in the uprights. Bear the Jacksonville Jaguars. DDT. It's over. Shoot the half. Cover the man. Hook the far leg too. And what the fuck? What the hell are you doing, Duke Hudson?
Yes.
But that's a disqualification, isn't it?
Fucking put the ref out the ring.
Duke Hudson in there taking the shots to Ridge.
That's a
Duke Hudson
DQ.
fighting on behalf of Andre Chase. This is
Ref
not
can't
a
call it if he
handicap
doesn't
match.
see
This
it.
is not no
That's true.
disqualification. What the fuck is this nonsense?
This is revenge.
Revenge my ass. Know your place.
Ridge took Duke out. Ridge took Riley out.
Then
This
why
is
wasn't he there
payback.
hauling havoc? When there
And
were
remember
no rules.
that mat is still pulled up. And look what
Mhm.
side they're on.
Duke Hudson right now hoisting up. Oh dear
Oh.
God, no. Oh, wait a minute. Holy shit! And Ridge Holland drives Duke Hudson through the NXT stage.
Holy shit.
And there's Riley Osborne
What the hell?
up and over the top rope, taking off Ridge on the outside there.
He took out Thea too, dumbass.
Yeah, he took out the.
The victims of Chase U coming together now to mount a comeback bigger than Rudy. Bullshit. Andre Chase, though, still incapacitated. Rich Holland catching Riley Osborne up on the shoulders. Oh, boy. And Riley Osborne might be on a one-way trip to the floor.
Oh, the unpadded floor.
That was exposed concrete, to your point, Walter. And a smile like a Cheshire cat has come across Rich Holland's face. Ridge Holland has wiped out all of Chase University again. All that's missing is the professor and a 3 count.
Trick Williams.
Andre Chase pulling himself up in the corner, standing tall. He
Riley
will not
Osborne.
back down.
Riley Osborne, Duke Hudson, Thea Hell, all wiped out. And Andre Chase right now fired up, fighting for his
Referee back in
university,
the ring.
fighting for his future. Referee back in the ring.
Referee's discretion, I guess, with the DQs.
Side Russian leg sweep from Andre Chase takes down the big man.
Now, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Hey, at least
C.
Trick Williams stayed neutral.
H A S E U Chase U.
Gah! And Andre hooking up Ridge. Massive!
2. No.
Into the covers, another kick out, Ridge, 2.5. Oh, so damn close. So damn fucking close for me having a conniption.
Uh-oh. Climbing to the top rope now.
Yeah,
Yep,
high risk,
Orton's on
high
the top.
reward.
That's a horrible spot for Andre Chase to be in right now.
It could be the best spot Rich Holland could have Andre Chase in right now, considering how many times he sent him for the ride from the ring. And Andre Chase, though, slipping out from underneath. Look at it. You gotta be fucking kidding me! Sit out power bomb! Cover 2! No!
Chase had
is
options.
feeling
too.
it though.
He could have
Look at
power
him.
bombed to the outside on top of that non-covered floor.
Yeah, you can talk about this team spirit all you want. They aren't fighting here. Andre Chase once again going to the top rope, looking to go for broke. Crossbody, but Rich Holland rolls through the straight of Northern Grit. Oh, this might be it. DDT!
That's it. Let's see.
Cover 2, Chase U, good by Rich Holland wins! Chase U is officially dead!
We
And
might have
Rich
to do-
Holland is your new #1 contender for the NXT
JJ, we might
Championship
have to
at
add a
Deadline.
new stream. We might have to do the funeral of JCU.
It's starting to sink in now for everybody in the stream and in NXT. Andre Chase, a commendable, valiant effort, died on his white sword and shield. A warrior's death tonight for Chase University as the doors close forever.
Damn, look at JJ. Poor guy.
Ridge Holland came out here tonight and accomplished what he set out to do. Get his shot at the championship and officially end Chase U. And it was Trick Williams that encouraged this behavior. If you're going to blame anybody for the end of Chase University, you can blame your NXT champion, Trick Williams.
I was just going to say, you got to wonder if Trick feels at all responsible for this.
And to your point, Trick Williams standing up in disbelief. Tonight, we sing a sad song goodbye for Chase University. For the Renegade of Wrestling, J.J. Williams. For Walter Cruz, I'm Noah Foster. This has been NXT. R.I.P. Chase U.
We gotta give JJ a moment to give his reaction to Lodi.
Don't give me a solo shot, Walter. I'm dumbfounded. I really am. Like, I thought Andre Chase was going to do it. At no point in this rivalry did he get a leg up on Ridge. That's almost like it never happens. You always have the babyface get a victory somewhere along the way. But Ridge stood tall at every turn. I can't believe it.
It hurt.
Well, that being said, we'll see you guys next time as we wrap things up here for Simply Predicting AEW Full Gear. Leave the memories alone. Chase University is no more.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to do the funeral sometime this week, man. But anyways, no, let's chill. We gotta chill. We gotta let the people know our stuff here.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Go ahead, Jish.
You can find me on the socials on Instagram, the Renegade JJ Williams, on Twitter and Blue Sky, ROWJJ Williams, on YouTube, Casa D18 Studios. Thank you to everybody that's been watching tonight and joining us for this now somber event.
And again, for the people that aren't here but are still part of us, there's Big G. You can follow him at Harley and Joker 2021 on YouTube, NoDQ _ Big Baller G on Twitter, TikTok, Big Baller G 1988, and NoDQ _ Big Baller G 1988 on the Instagram and Twitch. Of course, James, my partner in crime for the mixed martial arts and boxing, the Jay Heber side of things, Jay Heber Studios. Catch him on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Jay Hebert Side 95, and on Facebook, James the He-Man Hebert. And of course, scan that QR for the 1 in a million. His documentary that took forever to come out, but it's here. It's popular. Go scan it. Go watch it. Of course, me. And Mamacita here. You could follow me on Twitter at Walter Alex Cruz, Instagram Walter.Cruz.940. Of course, the Rage of Wrestling, no space YouTube. Thanks to those who have been watching on my channel. We've been getting views on both JJIL, actually all three of our channels. So we thank you for that. Of course, Noah.
Follow me if you choose on the Twitter and on YouTube. I'm Foster916 for all things wrestling. Shout out to fam on the Twitter and social media platforms. Me and the KNG King will go impromptu, as per usual, with our Full Gear preview tomorrow after AEW Dynamite. And of course, later on this week, we'll be back with predicting AEW Full Gear and our coverage of AEW Full Gear, where a lot is sure to unfold and some stories are yet to be fully told. Sure to be a hell of a weekend. But again, I only wish to encourage you just to live and enjoy wrestling too. Thanks, but goodbye, Chase U.
Right now, let's take us out like the way you do.
All right. As always, folks, this has been another Watch Along special occurrence at the Simple Reliable Studios, the only reliable SRS on the internet. And again, I do this for I am nothing more but a simple man and a lifelong fan of professional wrestling, damn it! And no matter what your mood is regarding the outcome of tonight's main event, too, I only wish to remind you and encourage you. There are no winners, no losers, no betters. Just fans with opinions with this passion we all share. So at the end of the day, support one another, respect each other, protect your mentality too, treasure your families, respect Chase University, and just enjoy life and enjoy professional wrestling. It is truly as simple as that.
I see what you put there, Jeff, in the messengers. Wow. For everyone here, good night,
All right,
folks.
JJ.
Oh man,
That's for
I'm
you
s-
for the final
I'm s-
time.
I'm sorry, Jay.
Have a good night, folks.